Hi, everyone. Welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. His name is Jimmy the Bag. This is Loshak in the Bag show for Wednesday afternoon, August 15th. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com. Sorry for the very slight delay. As always, we like how you bear with us through thick and thin, through ups and downs, through highs and lows. This afternoon, I guess some highs. Did Pittsburgh wind up pulling it out?
They did not.
They blew it? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Did they at least get you the team total over at 4?
No, they pushed the team total over. I bet it at 3.5. I'm 2-2 on my bets, even though, but I'm 1-2 with the push. They got the over. It was a 6-4 Twins win, so hit the over 8. But then, my God, those unders were terrible. Rodon pitched well. He got touched for those 3 runs, and then he went 8 strong. I lost. I shouldn't have doubled up with these shit bullpens, and disappointing with that White Sox Tigers game. Zimmerman did not pitch well. Rodon did look very good.
All right. Well, I won 0.1. I won 13/100ths of a unit because I did have the Pittsburgh first 5 innings team total over. That one cashed, so I got 1.13 units on that one. Lost on the Pitt -1 game, and then of course I knew it. The Cubs first 5 innings team total over. They hit Guerra. I gotta go with my leans, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they smashed Guerra.
Who did I listen to? I knew Guerra was going to get hit there. I knew that was. I was listening to everyone. I knew that was going to. Jesus Christ, this thing. I knew that was going to be a good play. Why didn't I go with it, Jim?
I'm not sure. The Cubs offense had struggled, but we came to the realization that it was just a blip on the radar screen.
Yeah.
But it was.
And Anthony L says Cubs -1. I told y'all. Yeah, I like the Cubs too. I just and Marco Lou is complaining. Marco Lou saying that why is this not on the SBR homepage? This is so weird. I like it more when Jimmy tweets it out. Man, I don't know. Gerald Martinez also says yes, and we had booty picks with Jimmy tweets those. These blow. There you go. So Jared Martinez and Marco Lou. The main answer, the fundamental answer to that is that Jimmy and I have zero power when it comes to this show. But your comments do actually matter. I think
they do.
They do matter.
Definitely.
They do matter.
They listen.
Yes, your comments matter. My comments don't matter at all. Jimmy's comments definitely don't matter. But your comments absolutely do matter. And all right, so that's a little bit. Kobe Valentine says Pete would be a millionaire if he went with his leans. Yes, I would also be a millionaire if I didn't lend money to friends. That is literally true, Kobe Valentine. Yes, if I did not lend money to friends, I would literally be a millionaire. That is 100% literally true, Kobe Valentine, if you can believe that. All right, let's move on, Jimmy the Bag. Fun start to the afternoon show.
Yes, hashtag pay it back before you pay it forward.
Yeah, hashtag pay. No, those main guys, they're not paying it back. I doubt those guys are paying anything forward. There are some people who claim they pay things forward who also should be paying things back, but most people who should be paying things back also don't claim to pay anything.
Q Peso's joining us, right. The father of Lobagalin.
Nah, shout out to Q Peso. All right, so I'm a little bit, I'm vaguely annoyed here. All right, so let me see, because I didn't even check I am prepared for the rugby game, a very interesting rugby match going on, late season rugby intrigue, which is the same as any professional sports in WNBA, in NFL, late season intrigue because of playoff issues, teams that are in the playoffs are questioning themselves, stuff like that. So we will talk about the rugby game that's going on. Of course, we'll get insights into the WNBA plays. I know Trenton Claxton has an opinion on the WNBA, right, Jim?
Yes, and he tweeted at me, and I have taken a good look at his plays. And I'm not that comfortable with this Fever Mystics game, but we'll get into that when it's time. R2D2 joining us from Finland.
Shout out to R2D2. All right, so I'm just looking at the results, which I didn't check from the afternoon games. So we'll have another about 45 or 60 seconds of whining and complaining by me,
sure.
And then we'll get into MLB. Yeah, so I'm seeing here. Wow, look at that. So Pittsburgh blew it, and Minnesota wound up winning. And you cashed the over though. You took the over.
Yeah, catch the over. It was just doubling up on the under. So at this point, the A's are in trouble. The A's are in trouble right now. I'm trying not to pay attention to it, but it's the
That's
top
all right.
of the 11th.
Yeah,
There's
don't
runners on
pay
the corner
attention
with
to
one
it, Jim.
out.
Those were more leans. When I was handicapping this overnight, I saw this. I was like, my leans for tomorrow, I was like, I'm thinking about Pittsburgh team total overs. My main leans were first 5 over, which was 4, and full game over. I really got to start giving my leans out as official picks, especially at this point in the season. I was definitely liking the over. I don't know why I was. I guess I got freaked out because I started to think that Archer might have a great start. You know, when Archer is on his game, he doesn't give up runs.
And he, at times, I watched the game. At times, he was on.
Yeah, right.
And he struck out the side. One inning, he knocked down 8 or 9 straight. That fence is 2 out. Oh, that's a big go with runners on the corner. Ooh, that's
all right,
big.
Jim. Let's focus here. All right,
Yes.
so I'm looking at that one. It wasn't that there were some runs late, but man, my leans they all cashed. Chicago team total overs cashed. Pittsburgh and Minnesota game overs cashed. The White Sox Detroit game I was leaving alone, and Detroit almost came back, didn't they? But the White Sox wound up getting it, and and you lost the under push in the bottom of the 9th. All right, so I'm seeing what happened. All right, so let's review the picks that are still hanging in MLB from the morning segment. I did take a shot with Atlanta -1, despite the huge favorite line there. Atlanta -1. I also did take San Diego first half -125 and San Diego -1 at a small underdog line there. And hey, Barry, can you take all the Skype things down there? Take all the Skype things down there. Yeah, thanks very much. All those Skype things down there. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But you can put the thing back up there. Sorry. Just give me a second. Yeah, we're doing this. I know this is not. Just take the Skype things down.
Okay.
The fucking Skype things down. No, don't call anyone. Okay, who are you calling?
Okay, let's.
All right, let's move on. All right, let's focus.
Here.
Let's focus. All right, so we got. I'm on. Atlanta -1 again. A lot of comments saying yes, Atlanta probably wins, but no way I'm taking. Gossman at -200. And, a lot of people questioning whether San Diego is a consistent enough team to be a good bet. As a favorite, I took them first 5 innings -125, and I also took them -1 on the full game. Here are Jim's plays that are hanging for the night games. Mets, first 5 innings, -108. That's a play from Jim. St. Louis, second half, +105. Toronto, money line, -133. And Atlanta, run line, -113. And that looks like it's it. All your other picks were in the morning, right, Jim?
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So that's what we got here. That's what we got going on here. Again, the rest of this card is looking a little bit iffy to me. Jimmy the bag. Focus. Let's look at some comments. Let's look at some comments here. Let's see. A's got out of it. Great.
I can get us off and running with a comment. My man R2D2 straight out of Finland says, I gotta love this show. My whole 4-week vacation is about this show.
Okay.
Go Pete and Jimmy and Lowbaggers. What a guy.
Tom Marino Tomer says, LOL, Pete with a Bill O'Reilly moment. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Jimmy the bag. How you doing there, Jimbo?
That is good.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Lucrative Larry. We're doing it live, okay?
I love it.
Damn it. All right, let's go. Let's move on. All right. Parlay Poppy says, bag looked mildly cholo today. Love it. Twate Latte said, what is Pete talking about? Funny. All right, let's see. All right, so I guess overall it's just frustrating when I have these fucking leans and I write them down in the overnights, my analysis, and I bet them and then I don't give them the fucking show because I lack balls. All right. So other comments. Anthony L says, Pirates was an initial play for me, but I decided to lay off it. Glad I did. Yeah, I'm okay with the fact that I took Pittsburgh -1 here. I'm just annoyed that I didn't throw on the overs. Let's see.
Parlay Pop. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Parlay Poppy says under Angels, San Diego may look good. Parlay Poppy saying it looks like a tough card. He's having a tough time finding value. I have no additions at this point from my morning card, but he says under Angels, San Diego looking good. Angels hitting streak about to end against lefty Padres, Eflin, and can't trust Padres to put up more than 3 to 4 runs.
All right. Okay. Sounds good.
Brand Hunt says, yeah, we got the good vibes today.
Yes, we did. Yes, we do. Huge shout out to a Brand Hunt. It is a little bit of a tough MLB slate here. Sue's 387 says, back again, gents. Here to get my daily dose of YouTube. Loshak and the bag can cure cancer with this show.
Oh, is she not this?
Amazing. Yes, that's just funny how life is. We can't get mics that we like, but we can cure cancer with this show. All right, no, kidding around.
Davis Kayumba's got a 414 on the A's. Let's get you that cash, Davis.
Very nice. Hugh Bezos says, I don't like Cleveland. I do like Baltimore. more. I'm looking at some of these comments here. Let's see.
Jay Ryan said, did we cover the Cleveland game this morning? There are some games that we didn't hammer enough that
All
we
right,
will
so
get
why
to
don't
in
you
this
take
game.
one? Why don't you take a game that you want to hammer, Jim, and let's talk about it.
Well, which were the games that we didn't hammer enough? Here, Red Sox, Eovaldi Velasquez. Did you want to jump on something?
Yes, that's a tough one. Of course, Betts is out, right?
I've got to, let me pop up the lineups.
Yes, Betts is definitely out, or at least as I last checked, and that would be part, but maybe not necessarily all of this massive 35-cent line move favoring Philly. They opened at plus 129 at Pinnacle, now all the way down to minus 104, so a 35-cent line move market-wide in favor of Philly. That could be all due to
yes, I believe that's all due because
Is there anyone else? Eovaldi, of course, uncertain what to expect from him here. He had a great first two starts for Boston. Last start got absolutely shelled. And once again, I was thinking maybe taking a shot with Boston on the second half. You have the lineups there. How chintzy is Boston's lineup looking?
It's not, this is a lineup that just delivers, especially against right-handed pitching. Even without their main man, it's Benintendi, Brock Holt, Moreland, J.D. Martinez, who is crucial, Bogarts, Bradley, Devers, Leon, and then Eovaldi.
So how's it looking?
Mookie is the MVP of the American League. I mean, you don't want to not have the MVP in the lineup, but it's still a strong lineup. A lot of people liking the Phillies right here. Anthony L says, I'm off the Phillies-Red Sox game, but Eovaldi is a good matchup for the Phillies. Parlor Poppy says, Betts is out is bad.
Yeah.
Mohammed Joman says, Betts is out, Red Sox still roll. And then Savage Larry. I have the series split, lost yesterday with Philly, but I believe Savage Larry said he has a big bet on the Phillies today.
Okay, Kobe Valentine, Toronto. Kendrys Morales is not in the starting lineup. Jim does have Toronto today. Darcy Tretian, I'm on the under 8.5 in Boston, Philly. And Ahmed Rosario is not in the starting lineup against Baltimore for the Mets.
Twatty Latte says you look like an ISIS accountant.
Okay, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad life. You know what I'm saying? I just as long as I have a little bit of life security, I'll believe in any belief system. I don't give a shit. I'll bow down to anything. I'll bow down to anyone. Fuck it, we're doing it live. All right, Jim.
Trevor Andrews from Toronto. I got a chance to meet him when we had the get-together in Toronto. It was fucking dope. Great guy, great baseball capper, great capper all around. It says, Phillies at home, no bets, no Boston. So that's like taking candy from a baby. Philly has power. Boston bullpen has been questionable. This Phillies offense has stopped scoring. Philly scored 16 runs in the last 7 games, 2.3 runs per game, 2 and 5 in that stretch. Hoskins was 1 for 27 in his last games before he hit that solo homer yesterday. The offense can't be trusted, I think. But Gas Station Sushi says, I love the Phillies.
Yeah. Lamont Williams, I think Philly money line a full game under. I got the bounce back. Lamont Williams also giving me encouragement with the San Diego pick, saying that San Diego is money tonight. That's what I am thinking as well.
Scotty Rock forever. First 5 Blue Jays run line minus 105. He's on Nationals money line at plus 105. Giants money line at plus 155. And first 5 Mets run line at plus 100. So I'm on that first 5 with him with the Mets, but not on the run line.
People are making ISIS accountant jokes. I would love to do my impression of ISIS accountant, but I can't because I don't want to be un-PC and be racist. You know what I mean? So
yes,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
so I don't want to do it. But I just want you guys to know that I can do it. I could do it.
It sounds like your impression is extremely racist.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, an ISIS accountant. It would be what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to do it. All right. So let's see.
Dog James says, Pete, you are funny.
All right. Thank you very much.
Perfectly put.
Thank you very much. Someone send me a check so that I don't have to worry about fucking 20 years from now. All right.
Our man Yais says, Mr. Jimmy, Mr. Peters, 2-0 so far in tennis. Not too late to jump on the other 2. You can get some of your pit bets back.
Jay Ryan says, Bauer in the 2-hole, Franco in the 8-hole. Lots of scoring. Beautiful night in Philly. So Jay Ryan predicting, I guess, an over here. The total is, relatively low.
And Jay Ryan is in Philly.
Yeah. I mean,
knows this team inside and out.
It's gotten bet down 9 to 8.5, but I think that's most or all due to bets. 8.5 minus 119, minus 115 at bookmaker.
So we have Scotty Rock on the Giants. Now Kobe Valentine coming in saying Baltimore, Colorado, San Francisco are my favorite dogs today. Anthony L says, Kobe, I like the Giants today as well.
Jay Yim says, hey, boys, going to get a birthday pick for my mom. Love it if I do. Thanks. She wants to put birthday bet in LOP. She wants to put birthday bet in LOL, I think is what he was talking about. Yeah. I don't know. We Jay Yim, we decided that we were working with maybe changing birthday bets to be birthday shout outs we'll give to anyone who requests it, but birthday bets are probably only for commenters, but maybe we'll give J.M.'s mom a birthday bet anyway, and we'll definitely give her a shout out. J.M.'s mom, happy birthday. Congratulations on having such a wonderful son, J.M. Wonderful guy. We all love him. Happy birthday, J.M.'s mom.
That was
right,
well put.
Yeah.
Dan Rodrigo says, Jim, when will you talk about how bad you are? Why are you still giving baseball tips? I'll talk about it right now, Dan. I've been taking it in the prison pocket. It's been a bad season. I'm a bad baseball capper right now. It's all going very bad, Dan Rodrigo, and hope you're doing good, my friend.
Dan Rodrigo says, Pete, cut down on the uppers, dude. The only upper I really take is caffeine.
Yeah.
You know, so the answer to a request to cut down on that is nope. And no other uppers do I take. I don't take any other uppers. What else could count as an upper?
Big stuff here. Braden Tormey, or maybe Tormey. Oh, no, because you're a big Mel fan, aren't you?
Big Mel Tormey fan. But this is really getting way out of the millennials.
First time. Says first time commenter last week. I remember. I remember Braden, and he said, listening to the morning show this morning, would love to cap the Big 12 conference in college football this upcoming season for everybody. Most profitable conference in the last 3 years. And you are booked, Braden. I'm taking this down.
So you're really going to be doing this, Jim? You're going to be assembling an army of people to
I am assembling
Oh, God,
an army.
that's going to be so valuable.
It's going to be so valuable.
And so efficient.
This is going to work.
Because we won't have to, their comments won't come in haphazardly during the show. We'll have them before the show, and then we'll be able to like refer to them during the show.
Not only that, but we want best bet videos, stuff like that. We want a whole bunch of stuff. Braden, you are in Big 12 Conference, and thank you so much for putting time and energy into this show. It means the world to us.
You're going to be in charge of this and making sure it happens?
Yes, I'm going to be in charge of this.
Awesome. There you go, Jimmy the Bag. All right, so let's see. What else do we have going on here? Yeah, I'm just looking at this going down the card. Boston, Philly. Jay Ryan thinks there might be scoring in the Philly game today. I'm thinking again maybe a shot with Boston second half. The Cleveland Cincinnati game. I don't know. Is Cleveland low hanging fruit to hit Stevenson, who has I admit that I'm swayed by Stevenson's excellence in AAA. You know what I mean?
I want to break that game down.
All right, let's break it down.
What is the line movement being on that?
Let's see what the line movement has been on that one. Actually, about a 10 or 15 cent move in favor of Cincinnati.
What about the total?
Total. Let's check that.
There was a big move towards the under early.
Still where it is. Is 9.5 at open. Now it's down to 9. Yeah, and just here before I take this, Dan Rodrigo again says that I should cut down on uppers. Again, I don't take uppers. I drink a hell of a lot of coffee. And the answer is no. This sip of coffee is for you, Dan Rodrigo.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that is good. I'm going to be taking a lot more sips of that throughout this show. All right, let's move on, Jim.
I'd like it.
Yeah.
YOLO Steve says Stevenson a lot better at home. I don't know. He got touched by a weak New York Mets lineup, but he was 6-0, 1.23 ERA in his final 7 starts. I was going to make a move on the over, and the line movement made me uncomfortable. I'm not sure exactly what to do here.
Yeah, Parlay Poppy says the total's gone under in the Red Sox last 4 games against the Phillies, which an average combined score of 2.75. He's talking about that can't possibly be true. But maybe it is, but I'll have to check it out.
Tolmore says, I think this is a great park for Cleveland. Their lineup has so much power, very tough to pitch in Cincinnati in this heat. And Tap says weather will hurt totals in Cincy.
All right.
But Kobe Valentine says Cleveland whole starting lineup's tenfolds better than AAA. I wouldn't put too much into the AAA stats versus a team with such heavy hitters like Cleveland.
Tom Marino says, I don't trust Stevenson against this lineup. Left-handed hitters have an on-base percentage of almost 400 against them last 3 years. Anthony L says, Indians going to jail sex the Reds again.
Oh, jail sex.
Yeah, maybe the Cleveland team total overs are once again just a no-brainer play here. Reggie says, Indians, Reds over. Any advice? Yeah, Reggie, it seems like on paper the over is an easy call here. That's just assuming that Stevenson continues to struggle and continues to have control issues, which is, you see this all the time. He was great in AAA for an extended period of time, comes up to the majors. He's had control issues in the majors his whole career. So, yeah. Tom Marino doesn't trust him. PGOON187 says Reds ain't hitting.
Interesting that all these guys are on the Giants today. We didn't break that game down very much or at all, really, in that early show. Do you mind if we hammer at it
Let's
right
go
now?
to it. Dodgers and San Francisco, Ryu and Holland. Dan Rodrigo will be very pleased to hear that I did have the Dodgers last night. I had them at -1, so I didn't lose almost 2 units. I just lost 1.4 units or so, but that was a loss. I thought that if ever there was going to be a spot where the Dodgers might be a good play, it was last night. Once again, they didn't hit it all. Now they're going up against Holland, and I don't know. I'm going to stay off this one or take the Giants here. I know that Nostratota was on the Giants last night. Great friggin' call. Wow. Giants have bullpen issues as well, but maybe the Giants, once again, as a big underdog, has a little bit of value here.
Maybe they do. Maybe they do. First off, I'd like to give a shout out to my man Teddy B. Teddy B tweeted out his play on Atletico Madrid and hit 4-2 winner. Nice. Teddy B sharing with everybody. We love you, Teddy B. Keep up the great work. My man Trey says, to my favorite transparent show on earth.
Yes.
Thank you for your opinion for the Atlanta game. I double my mortgage. The bag and Loshak is the best. Hope you come to Miami soon. Thanks,
Hell yeah.
folks.
Oh, Miami's a wonderful town.
Let's get to Miami.
And if it gets a little too intense, you can just quickly hop over to Fort Lauderdale, which is a little bit more chilled out.
Yeah. Have a tea and relax.
Miami might be a little bit too intense even for me. All right, Jim.
But let's break this down more.
Yeah.
Game time temp 76 Fahrenheit. Wind blowing out to right there very softly. Holland 6-8, 3.97 ERA. Terrible versus the Dodgers in his career. 0-3 with a 6.38 ERA, but in his last start, it wasn't terrible. June 15th, allowed 3 runs, 2 earned, but only made it through 5 innings. In his last start, he gave up 5 runs, 4 earned in that hugely offensive game against the Pirates. Ryu on the mound first time on the mound since May 2nd. Left groin strain. 4-6, 13 career starts against the Giants with a 3.36 ERA. Neither team hits lefties. Scotty Rock says Giants win 4-2.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen the Dodgers get, systematically overvalued for an extended period of time in previous years, and that very well might be what's going on right now. Anthony L. says Kobe is correct. -175 with no closer. No thanks. Scotty Rock forever. Giants win 4-2.
And they got Brandon Belt back. Interesting.
Yeah.
Kobe says Holland actually has some very decent numbers versus the hitters on the Dodgers. Machado hasn't done that great versus Holland. Dozier has poor stats versus Holland. And Alejandro Blanco says Sharps on Philly again. Yeah,
I'm gonna pass on this Giants game for now. Possibly, I'm not going to bet it, and if I see something between now and then that in my uppers crazed mania, uppers fueled mania, I will tweet it out. But more than likely, I'm just going to pass on the game completely. I think that probably the Dodgers are systematically overvalued. Maybe 10 cents too big of a favorite. Maybe 10 cents overvalued can be assumed in every Dodgers game going forward until further notice.
Tolman says Dodgers have struggled, but against some solid pitchers. Suarez isn't easy to hit the first time you see him. Holland was garbage in his last start.
And that's just what Anthony L. says. Dodgers are just vastly overpriced. Jesse Dykstra, under is 15-5 in the Dodgers' last 22 home games against a left-handed starter. Giants, under is 8-2 in their last 12 road games against a left-handed starter. Yesterday, Scotty Rock forever predicted a great start by Suarez, and he was right. The under was clearly the way to go yesterday, and it might be again tonight.
Yeah, and then another game we didn't hammer hard enough was this Rockies-Astros spot. Don Magoo said, Jimmy, add me on Twitter, Parlay Magoo. Big fan. You can come back. I believe in you. Very, very sweet dear. When they legalize sports betting all over states, this show will be all over TV. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Who said that?
Don Magoo. 323, Don Magoo.
Wait, where? Jimmy, add me on Twitter, please. You can come back. I believe in you. When they legalize sports betting all over, this show will be all over TV. You guys are amazing.
What a guy.
Is there any way that's possibly could be true? Is there any way that possibly could be true?
I don't know, but it sounds very,
God,
very
Don Magoo,
nice.
323. You're gonna make me cry here. You know what I'm saying?
I will definitely follow you on Twitter. So Parlay Magoo is what I need to look for. I will copy and paste that.
Dan Rodrigo is looking at me right now saying, Loshak, you're about to cry because of a comment that some degen made in the comment section. The answer to that is yes. Yes. Just if there's even a 5% chance that what Don Magoo just said is possibly true, I'm so what a wonderful comment. Thank you so much, Don Magoo. You just made me happy for the next 18 hours. All right, Jim, let's move on.
Tyler Anderson versus Garrett Cole, Rockies Astros, was another game we didn't hammer hard enough or even quite at all in the early show. Astros have now lost 9 straight at home. Cole is 10-5, 2.75 ERA, 0.99 WHIP through 153 and 2/3, 207 Ks. 3-1 with a 2.56 ERA over 5 career starts against the Rockies. He has not looked quite as strong, but still, he only allowed 2 runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts, July 24th over 6 1/3. Anderson faced the Astros and Cole. They faced each other in that July 24th game at Coors Field. Anderson pitched well. He usually does at Coors Field. He allowed 2 runs, only 1 earned, 3 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts over 7. Man, I will be cheering heavy for the Rockies. I need to see my A's future bets to keep rolling, but I don't have a play on this Rockies-Astro game yet.
Okay, Rockies-Astros. No, my only thought on this one is that once again I would be leaning Colorado here. You know, although there has been a 25 cent move in favor of Houston here. Cole, of course, is still good. Not lights out, you know, and Anderson is, well, you know the deal with Anderson, right? He's been weirdly much better at Coors than on the road. He's had some, you know, he's been struggling on the road last 2 starts. Houston, though, lost 5 in a row and really not hitting. So, you know, as is befitting of a lifetime loser such as myself, I don't really have an opinion here, and I think I'm just going to pass on this one.
Yeah, I don't have a play, although I'll be cheering heavy at this point. Tomore says Rockies 1 game out of NL West and plus 500 to win the NL West. They look undervalued in the futures market and on straight wagers.
Dan Rodrigo says these dudes are lifetime losers. That's true, but we've had our moments in the sun. Dan Rodrigo, 1 year, I actually came in first place in all of covers in college basketball. That is 100% true. I know Dan Rodrigo's like, this guy's just lying. Nope. I have the email to prove it. I got $2,000 cash, first place in all of covers in college basketball. I also have won the Beat the Prick contest every fucking year. They let me be eligible. Did you know that, Jim?
Yeah, you would have cashed nicely this year.
Yeah, there was 1 year where they were like, well, Pete should be. They were like, well, why? Yeah, if Pete you know makes the deposits and this and that, why shouldn't he be eligible? And I was like, okay, thanks. Won it that year. And then they were like, fuck, what are we going to do here? They did the right thing. They paid me my money, but then they took me out and bumped everyone up. So they paid two people, you know. So Dan Rodrigo, yes. Yes, I am a lifetime loser, but I've won the Beat the Prick contest every year I was eligible, and 1 year I came in first place in college basketball in covers.
That's impressive. I'm also a lifetime loser, and I don't have a first place story to tell you.
Your time will come, Jim.
But someday I won't be a lifetime loser. So far, 38 years of losing.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on. Other comments coming in. Reggie likes the Braves Marlins under, Rockies plus 1.5.
Yes, Urena Gaussman. I like that play. I like that play. Game time 88 Fahrenheit. Wind blowing out very softly.
Oh, have to do this one. Dan Rodrigo says, Pete, stop with Coke, dude. Dan Rodrigo, sorry to disappoint you. I don't do Coke. Never. I mean, I have like years ago, once or twice. You know what I'm saying? But you know. No, I don't do any drugs, Dan Rodrigo, except I admit coffee. Coffee has a very, very powerful effect on me, which might mimic the effects of Coke, absolutely, but I do not do Coke. Only coffee is the only thing that I do, Dan Rodrigo. All right, let's move on.
I think that what Chuck Hernandez has done with Gaussman is a big deal. And moving from an Oriole clubhouse that was constantly losing over to a Braves team that has all this youthful, positive energy, I think he's going to be a stud moving forward. And he said it. We talked about it in the early show. Chuck told him, you can pitch out of the stretch. Whole game if you want to, and he is on, without question. Last start held hard-hitting Milwaukee to 1 run, struck out 8 over 8 innings. He looks very good. Urena's a tough guy to trust, though. He's just a tough guy to trust. Yeah, I mean, I was, this was a no-brainer play for me. I bet it on the overnight line, and then I was thinking, do I want to double or triple up by taking Atlanta team total overs? Urena, though, he's just the kind of guy who, I mean, if you fade him over 10 starts with team total overs, you're probably going to hit 6 of them, But he just, I could see him easily having a 5-inning, 1-run start here, and the team total is 2.5 for Atlanta. So, if it was 2 at a big favorite line, I might take it. But at 2.5, I think I'm going to have to pass. Don't really want to start getting in too deep with this Atlanta game. I just took him at a big favorite line at -1. Might have been a mistake, but we'll see. Angel Romero is coming with his Mexican picks for the night. Cruz Azul.
Okay. Once again, Angel Romero gave us 3 picks yesterday. I didn't check what the third one was, but the first 2 that he gave absolutely cashed. CF America, great call. And he likes what? Cruz Azul?
Cruz Azul,
Okay.
-1 at -150 on the money line.
Wow,
Likes
okay.
the Tigers at -300 money line. He says, I know that's a steep line, but it'll hit.
So he likes Cruz Azul -1, -150, and what? The
And
Tiger?
Tigres,
Tigres?
at -300 money line, and he says, I know that's steep. He also likes Tijuana at -1 at -135.
Tijuana at -1 at -135. Thank you so much, Angel Romero. Again, I did actually tail his CF America pick and at -120 on the money line, and that one did cash. Yeah. All right. So I'm looking at the team total overs. I already have one no balls team total over winner, which was the Cubs. Again, I did bet that one. I just didn't have the balls to give it. Team total overs that I'm leaning right now towards are Cleveland first 5 2.5 -117 and Atlanta 2.5 over 2.5 at -118. Those are both leans that I have. I guess I'm just going to not go too crazy in today's show with my MLB picks and just take it easy, chill out, hope that San Diego pulls it out tonight, and come back and try to kick ass on Thursday.
Yeah, I have no additions at this point either. I can see some of the plays that people are into, but I have no additions at this point either. Looking over them, is there anything I'd want to jump on? The Evaldi, Velasquez, Red Sox, Phillies, I'm staying off. I've got Wheeler on the first 5 against Bundy. I'm not full gaming that one. And then the Yankees-Rays game we didn't break down quite enough. Feria versus Sessa. Game time 87 Fahrenheit. Wind blowing out to right field at 8 miles an hour. Yankees 7-2 in their last 9. Rays have been held to 2 runs on 9 hits in their last 2 games. They are not hitting. Feria 4-3, 4.97 ERA, 1.36 WHIP. Feria will make his 11th start of the season for Tampa Bay. First since missing 61 games with a strained left oblique. 2 relief appearances. He's looked pretty good, but he said, Kevin Cash said, I think he can probably go 4 or 5 innings, so he'll be on a pitch count. And he says, we'll see how efficient he is. Sessa last appeared for the Yankees in Boston. He allowed 5 runs on 7 hits. Did not look good. 1-2 with a 3.14 ERA in 3 starts. One of those starts, July 25th, was against Tampa. Allowed 2 runs on 4 hits and 5 1/3. He's been good in AAA. 3-0, 2.55 ERA. His last start at Norfolk, he allowed 3 runs, 5 hits, and 4 2/3. I don't have a play on this Yankee spot. Do you have one?
On the Yankees game, no, there was no overnight line, and in general, games with Tampa Bay are a little bit. Again, I just didn't no overnight line, and in the afternoon I was actually on a crash from the morning coffee, so I didn't have a chance to look at that game. Did have a chance to look at the rugby game though that we will get to, but didn't have a chance to break down the Yankees Tampa Bay game, and I just decided that I was going to pass on it. It's an interesting matchup here, but I'm going to pass on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a ton of volatility with Faria Sessa. But wind's blowing out. What is the total, and has there been any movement?
Total on that game. Let's check. 9 nor 9.5. Yeah. About a half run move to the over. It opened at 9 plus 102 at Pinnacle. Now it's up to 9 minus 125, and a bunch of places are up to 9.5. So about a half run move in favor of the over, Jim.
That's interesting.
Tricky stuff here.
And you're staying off of it.
Yes, let's keep a brisk pace. Any other? So I haven't added any plays today, and in the afternoon show, and Jim has not added any as well. I guess again, vaguely thinking about Boston second half, adding that one on. Vaguely thinking about Atlanta first 5 team total over. Vaguely, wow, look at that line move favoring Houston. Houston lost 5 in a row at home, not hitting at all. Anderson, good at home, shitty on the road last 2 starts, and a 20-cent move in favor of Houston. St. Louis game, Jim is on St. Louis, second half at plus 105. Tell us why again. Great reasoning. You did your research into that one, Jim.
I sure did. I wish I could make this bet here. Blake Kersey said, Jimmy, you got to say, nah, fuck. For Norfolk, say it that way. Just a heads up. Nah, fuck. Okay, sure. Nah, fuck. I can work with that. This was simple. Martina said it's tough when you have your closer, your setup guy, your 7th inning guy all beat up. We just have to keep battling. These other guys, they'll have to step up too. So they're hoping to get a long start from Hellickson, and we know that he's been hidden from teams the 3rd time through the lineup. He's been hidden all season. So, in the why? Because he's susceptible. He looks good early. He worked a no-hitter and got pulled 5 2/3 against the Cubs. But this is a beat-up bullpen, and they're going to put Hellickson through the fire of a third time through the lineup is what I'm expecting, and I think the Cardinals will hit him then.
Don Mago says, Don Mago 323, Angel Romero, Cruz Azul over 2.5, and the Tigres game over 2.5. So Don Mago liking overs in both of those games as well.
Nah, fuck.
Yeah. I don't even if Don Mago is totally wrong and Don Rodrigo is totally right, just the fact that someone said that just makes me feel so good.
Nah, fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who knows? Don Rodrigo's probably 100% right. But look what Don Mago said. Oh, God, it just makes me feel so good. All right, let's see. What else do we have? YOLO Steve says, Reggie at Atlanta -1.5. Yeah, Miami just has that look. And this might continue. I didn't check who Miami's next series is against, but if they're going up against other teams with a live lineup, if they're going up against KC, maybe not. But this automatic fade of Miami on the run line might be something that will have a value. Maybe to the end of the year against any team with one of these powerful lineups,
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Back to that Red Sox spot. Ron Walsek, great capper, destroying WNBA. One of the guys destroying WNBA. Eovaldi was a streak pitcher for the Marlins, both good and bad. Wheeler over 6.5 strikeouts today plus money is one of his prop bets. What do you think of that? Wheeler over 6.5 strikeouts at plus money.
I mean, Wheeler obviously again that didn't have an overnight line either, so I'm passing on that one. But yeah, I mean, Wheeler has been dealing. You're on the Mets first half as well, Jim, and this is a game. Just looking at it, obviously I did have a winner with Baltimore yesterday, right?
Yeah,
I had a first half inning team total over loss, but the full game team total over won, and Baltimore -1. This one I'm going to stay off of as well. I have a feeling if I looked into it, I would draw that conclusion also. All right, I guess we've exhausted the MLB card. Anything else that you want to? Yeah, the only play I'm really on tonight is Atlanta -1. You can make all the obvious arguments for why that's a stupid play, and you might be right. And I'm on San Diego two ways, first half -125 and San Diego -1. Yes, San Diego, a very inconsistent team. Some people thinking that that's a solid play. Lamont Williams for 1. And I guess that's it. There's a bunch of other plays that I could be talked into, but I'm gonna hold off for now.
Lamont Williams says, Pete, let's take a shot with Tampa Bay money line, Tampa Bay full game under, Philly money line, and Philly full game under.
Wow. Okay.
Parlay Poppy, real Poppy prop bet. Better value, better number, best prop is Arenado at +175. And that's the combined spot. 512 at bats versus Cole, 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. I like the sound of that. And Kobe Valentine, I like Baltimore +1.5. Maggie says, do you like the Cleveland run line tonight, Jimmy? I don't know. Bieber just doesn't look quite as strong on the road. But yeah, I mean, I expect the Indians to take care of business like they have. But I don't have a play on this spot. I don't have a play on the Indians-Reds game. Yeah.
Okay.
And Anthony L says, Mets first 5, easy play. And Kobe Valentine giving us up to the minute information. Jock Peterson, rest. Yasmani Grandal, rest. Cody Bellinger, rest. Are all not in the lineup for San Francisco. He says, love San Francisco now. Wow, that's taking a lot out of the lineup, and they're getting Brandon Belt back. Wow.
Maybe the under. What do we expect from Ryu here?
Wow. What do we want? I mean, he's been out for so long. Yeah. It's hard to figure out what he's going to do.
Yeah. But, with the way the Dodgers have been hitting and this lineup, the under 8 might be a solid play here.
Yes, those are some big bats to be taken out of the lineup, no doubt. Carlos Coe says Angels tonight. Mele Pellis way under 14-3 and Hellickson 17 start. Jay Ryan, wow, Dodgers depleted. Lil Dizzer giving some positive vibes my way. Thank you, Lil Dizzer. Jesse Dicer says Dodgers under is 15-5 in the last 22 home games versus a left-handed starter. Giants under is 8-2 in their last last 10 road games. Versus a left-handed starter. Interesting.
Yeah, Ryu's starts went well. The rehab starts were fine. His injury was not a shoulder injury or an arm injury. It was a dick injury. So
dick injury,
groin injury. Groin is what they say. Just to keep everyone comfortable. But
sure, thank you for keeping me comfortable.
So I'm thinking Ryu might be solid here. Holland, what do we expect from him? I'm thinking more and more. The under might be worth a shot.
Yes, and Scotty Rock saying the line's gone down to 7.5 for Dodgers Giants. YOLO Steve says, I watch Angels every day. Angels equals value.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm on San Diego. God damn it. Really? YOLO Steve said that?
Jerry Jones says, Tampa, Reds, Phillies, Mets, Braves will all win. You've been warned.
Wait, who? Tampa?
Jerry Jones.
Tampa?
Tampa, Cincy, Philly, New York Mets, Braves will all win.
Wow.
We've been warned.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. A big favorite there with the Braves, but a big dog. He likes Tampa, Mets, Philly, and Cincy. Interesting. The line has moved in Cincy's favor. You know, a 15-cent line move in favor of Cincinnati and Tampa Bay. Wow. You might have a good read on this card. Might have a real good read on this card. Philly, obviously, a huge line move in favor of Philly, and Jay Ryan tells us that there's that he likes the over on that one.
And R2D2 likes the Dodgers under. Noah Lastark says Cincy will get smashed today, and not applicable, not comfortable with that Angels Padres spot. And Darcy Critchen says Tampa can certainly win tonight.
What to expect from Eovaldi? The Philly team total over is just 3.5 minus 147 at Pinnacle. At other places, probably the standard 4 minus 110. Bauer in the 2-hole, right? Franco in the 8-hole. Nice lineup there for Philly.
Gas Station Sushi. I watch the Angels every night, and they should be favored over the Padres. God. Jesse Dykstra, lots of value on the Giants.
On the Giants?
Yeah.
So now there's 2 people who watch the Angels every night saying that the Angels are to play. Great. What am I supposed to do with this? Dan Rodrigo's laughing his ass off at me right now. And rightly so, may I add. All right, Jim, let's move on. How about that?
Yeah,
anything else you want to add?
No, I'm going to stick with my card. Brooke Jordan says time for WNBA.
Time for WNBA. I feel like I might be on the very, very much the wrong side in the San Diego game. All right, let's get into it. WNBA, of course, 2 very, very interesting games that are going on tonight. The Mystics and the Aces are both in playoff contention. The Aces, I didn't check it exactly, but they pretty much need to win out to make the playoffs. Is that right?
That is right.
And the Mystics are angling for the bye, which is great. This is why that playoff format is so good, because it means that the playoff seedings matter a lot, and teams like Washington are in positions where they care about games like this, because if they can get the bye, that helps them a lot in the playoffs. They're going up against Indiana. Indiana 3 straight ATS losses as a double-digit dog. Mystics 5 straight covers, but we were told by King Rail that the Mystics are sitting 2 people tonight. 2 starters? Or
yes, rookie Ariel Atkins. She went off for a career-high 26 points in that 93-80 win over Dallas.
But was injured,
Left the game midway through the 4th quarter with a hip injury, being ruled out for tonight, as is Tiana Hawkins, also out of the lineup.
So what does King Rail conclude? That Indiana might be the play, the under? Because I was looking at this one, I was thinking that the no-brainer play would be Mystics first quarter and first half team total overs. But is that maybe something that wouldn't be endorsed by King Rail here?
King Rail likes the Mystics, but other people like the Fever. Trenton Claxton being one of them. Fever first quarter +3, Fever half +6, Fever +11 full game.
So King Rail does like the Mystics here.
He does.
He likes them to roll.
He does. And here he is, King Rail, saying Washington 9-1 versus Fever. Fever's lost by 15 plus in their last 4 games. If you look at Indy, the starters have been reduced. Indy's in evaluating talent mode.
Yes.
Plus Washington and playing for second place double bye.
Yeah, right. And so King Rail, I'm asking you this question directly. He's watching right now. The people who are out for Washington doesn't concern you. Obviously not.
Doesn't concern him.
All right, so I'm thinking that maybe Washington on the team.
And he says he's on Mystics first quarter, first half, full game.
I'm thinking about doing that, except with team totals, not with spreads, because these lines are a little bit pricey. The Mystics are let me see, what are they on the full game on the spread here? The Mystics are a 10.5 or 11-point favorite. So the first half line is going to be, 5.5, 6, something like that. First quarter, 3.5 or 4. I'm thinking about the team total overs, and I think I will add them. Let me just quickly check what Heritage has here. That's what I was thinking. I don't necessarily, makes me a little bit nervous, uncomfortable to take Washington, giving all those points, especially with the injuries. But the team total overs, 22.5 and 44.5. 22.5 and 44.5. What does anyone think about that?
Well, Thomas says, I think Mystics Indiana will be a preseason game, up-tempo and fast. I'm on the first half over. And listen to what Fever coach Pokey Chapman said. She said, this was the second straight game that we've gotten off to a slow start. We gave Las Vegas 11 points in the game's first 3 minutes. We let them get too comfortable early on.
So she's saying that they weren't clamping down defensively to start the game. Is that what she's saying?
That's what she's saying, yeah.
And that's something they're going to be able to fix?
I doubt it. Do they have the personnel to pull that off? I don't know if they do.
All right, I'm gonna make these. Some official picks. Let's throw up the WNBA record. Why not? It's
Sure.
good. It's good.
So,
My WNBA record. I'm up about 7 or 8 units. Do you have the WNBA record there? Lucrative Larry. While Lucrative Larry is finding the WNBA record, I will make a decision here, and I will add on the Mystics first quarter and first half team total overs. So here we go. Washington first quarter team total over 22.5. Washington first half team total over is you got it up there. There you go. Look at that. Don Rodrigo. Not nothing special, nothing amazing, but that is a positive record there. Up about 7.5 units, up about 5% ROI. I am damn proud of that. Damn proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I am not in any way, shape, or form a professional handicapper. I'm just an extremely experienced and extremely educated recreational handicapper, and I'm damn proud of that record there. All right, so I'm taking first half team total over 44.5, and let's just get the odds here. I am absolutely a believer in King Rail's analysis of this one. Tomarino Tomor also expecting a bit of an up-tempo game. Mystics first half team total over is going to be 44.5 minus 111, and the first quarter 22.5 minus 110. We'll see how this one turns out, Jim.
Yes, we will. I'm not making a play on it, but I do think that I do understand the first half over without a doubt. I do understand the plays. I do understand Mystics taking it to the Fever. Will it be as easy without these two players? Probably. You know, they have a pretty deep team. Probably. But in saying all that, I am going to make a play on the next game.
All right, let's get into it. The Aces, of course, regular viewers will know that I actually did have another shitty year in basketball. I just got totally saved by Vegas Aces team total overs. My overall record in this year in a WNBA, not counting Aces team totals, probably like 10 or 15 units down. My overall records involving Aces team totals up about 20 units or something like that. I've just been riding Aces team total overs in most situations, and it feels like this might be another situation, although the Aces did recently this year play a game against the Liberty that was very low scoring. They played a great defensive game. I would also be thinking about a shot with the Liberty team total under, as I liked yesterday as well. Just forgot to add it on. And the Aces, again, in the playoff hunt, I believe they need to win out, right?
They must win out to have a chance to make the postseason. They can move into a tie for 8th in the final playoff spot with a win over New York. Aces have been playing haven't been playing well of late, but they won their last game. Liberty are a broken team. 8 healthy players. Now they're going to have to go to Phoenix Friday and Seattle Sunday. I am taking the Vegas Aces full game.
Okay.
Full game. And Ron Walsack told me, he said, don't get cute. Just take them full game, he thinks. And I agree. I mean, although I could see first half as a play as well, I'm not going to get cute. I'm just going to take them full game.
All right. Interestingly, this line, despite the fact that Liberty are on a back-to-back and in shambles and the Aces need a win here, obviously, for the playoffs, has actually, what I'm seeing here at SBRodds.com, opened at 11.5 at Pinnacle. Now it's down to 11 and actually slightly juiced at Pinnacle towards the Liberty. It's now plus 11, minus 112 at Pinnacle, and the best line right now would be the Aces minus 11, minus 102 at Pinnacle. Just interesting to note, you know. You might have thought that if it opened at 11.5, considering the spot, maybe you'd be seeing minus 12, minus 113 right now for the Aces instead of 11 minus 102. I'm just thinking out loud here, Jim.
Sure. As is your right.
Yes. So you're taking it 11 minus 102.
Yes, I'm taking minus 11, full game, minus 102, and I like it.
All right. And again, I'm thinking the same way about this one. I'm thinking Liberty team total under, and I'm thinking maybe shot with Aces first half and first quarter team total overs. Anyone have any opinions to say about that one?
For Vegas team total overs, let's hear what you guys have to say. I do know that Trenton Claxton likes the first quarter over in the Liberty Vegas game. But Tomer says Vegas won't make the playoffs, but they are playing hard. John Rui says Dallas Stars have quit and fired their coach. King Rail says, look at Stars, Plum, McBride, Wilson, all better stats at home. Homer says Vegas will run the whole game, try to tire Liberty out on second night of a back-to-back.
Yeah, I was thinking that, again, I'm leaning Liberty team total under, which is 79.5, leaning Vegas first quarter and first half team total overs, which are 23 and 46.
Yeah, King Rail says, Liberty about to get smoked. We are in playoff mode. Coach Bill is all about running and locking down the paint.
All about running and locking down the paint. All about running and locking down the paint. All right, you know what? I could be, doing something threatening my generally positive record in WNBA right now, but I will throw on the Liberty team total is on the full game is 79.5, and they're shorthanded, aren't they?
They have 8 healthy players.
Yeah, I mean, they just, a few games ago, they barely got over it. They got to 81 at home against LA, 80 against Seattle, but they had one game where they got over it at Minnesota, 82, but it just seems like they don't quite have the personnel to put up a high-scoring game here. And the just question is, what is Vegas? Is Vegas going to play no defense? Is that what's going to go on here?
Well, they're going to be running.
They are. How do you know they're going to be running? Because that's what they do, right?
Well, also, it's a simple coaching move. You're dealing with a team on the second half of a back-to-back, a team with only 8 healthy players. You run them into the ground. All
right, I'll take the Aces. Oh boy, I hope I don't get burned here. Aces first quarter team total over. That's going to be 23 minus 115. That's the current line at Heritage. Pinnacle has a 23.5 minus 104. I'll take 23 minus 115. And the first half is 46 minus 110. I'll take that one as well. Aces first half team total over 46 minus 110. And then my only other decision is the Liberty full game 79.5 on the under. Any thoughts on that one?
Makes sense. I get it. King Rail says Liberty won't have legs in the fourth quarter. And Holly Dilly says, where's my shout out, Pete?
Holly Dilly. Yeah. Yes, that's right. What is he? There was something we wanted to shout him out for. What was his shout out for? Remind me of what it was. Holly Dilly. There was definitely a shout out that I want. He made some prediction. Oh, I remember. Oh, because he said one of the underdogs was going to win yesterday.
Do you think Holly is a man's name?
Yes, no, I don't know. We don't know. We don't care. It's 2018. That shit doesn't matter anymore. Holly Dilly, huge shout out. Great call. Predicted that one of the underdogs yesterday would win outright, and that absolutely did happen. The Chicago Sky won outright. If I had to have picked one myself, I would have picked the Chicago Sky easily. I bet the Chicago Sky plus 9.5. I didn't give it as a pick. I just I don't know why. What happened? I didn't give it as a pick. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know why. I bet it as soon as it came out. We discussed it. We gave our analysis, and I didn't give it. Huge shout out to Holly Dilly for predicting that one of the huge underdogs yesterday would win outright, and they did.
Yeah.
Man, great call, Holly Dilly, on that one. All right, I just have to make a decision here on the Liberty team total under 79.
I can read out a comment while you're making this decision. Bill Butlicker says, Jimmy and Pete, sorry I've been absent. I've missed you very much. He says, I was excommunicated from my family because my in-laws walked in on me watching Animal Planet while eating dinner. They witnessed a hyena eating a dead elephant's anus.
Bill Butlicker out of nowhere with a comment like that. Straight out of left field. Once again, read it again. I was excommunicated because my in-laws walked in on me watching Animal Planet while eating dinner. They witnessed a hyena eating a dead elephant's anus. What does that comment mean? I don't know, but I love it. Huge shout out to Bill Butlicker. Out of nowhere.
And Holly Dilly is a man just using his girl's account.
Huge shout out to Holly Dilly. Huge shout out to Holly Dilly. Holly Dilly says, love the show. Been watching for years from Ottawa, Illinois, baby. Shout out to Holly Dilly. Shout out to Holly Dilly.
And Holly Dilly's man.
And Holly Dilly, yes. All right, I got to make a decision here on the Liberty team total under. Team total under. What do you think? What do you think, Jim?
I understand the play very much. Can we trust the Aces defense is the question, and but these are tired legs. The play makes a ton of sense.
Okay. And so what is the pick that Trenton Claxton did? Oh, it was the Aces.
First quarter over. New York, Vegas. First quarter over 43. He's on fever 3 ways. In the other game.
Really? Wow. What are those ways? Like first quarter.
First quarter plus 3. First half plus 6, full game plus 11.
So he's going directly against King Rail, huh?
Dangerous.
Wow. Going directly against King Rail. Going directly against King Rail. All right, this Liberty team total under 79.5. I guess I'm going to hold off for now. If I decide later on I want to throw it on, I will. It's a 10 o'clock start, of course, West Coast game, so I will make a decision on that one later. But as of right now, Jim has taken Vegas minus 11. I am taking Washington first quarter team total over 22.5. Washington first half team total over 44.5. Aces first quarter team total over 23 minus 115. And Aces first half team total over 46 minus 110. Again, King Rail and Trenton Claxton, 2 heavyweights when it comes to WNBA handicapping on opposite sides of the Washington-Indiana game. Trenton Claxton on Indiana. King Rail is on Washington. Again, Washington has covered 5 in a row. Indiana, 3 straight ATS losses, each time as a double-digit underdog. But again, some injuries for Washington. Interesting situations here, Jim. Extremely. All right, I guess that is it for WNBA. And now let's just quickly move on to rugby. There is an interesting game tonight, tomorrow morning in rugby. And hey, Larry, you got the other record? I don't know. What are you shaking your head? What does that mean? You don't know? You gotta have these records. The other category, which encompasses curling and rugby and my losing Oscars pick, but I've been doing pretty well with rugby recently. I'm pretty sure that my other record is 18-10. I'm up about 7 or 8 units up on the other record, and it was requested to analyze the rugby game that is going tomorrow morning, and it is an interesting situation. The South Sydney against Brisbane. The issue here is we see this a lot. Brisbane is a team that is in danger of falling out of the top 4 and also in danger of falling out of the top 8, right? They're a team that was great early on in the year, but their defense has fallen apart. They have a bunch of losses in a row, and they're completely crashing at the end of the year. They're still in the playoffs right now, but they are completely crashing. South Sydney, the Rabbitohs on the other side, the Rabbitohs they're dealing with injuries. They're clearly a better team than Brisbane right now. They are a road favorite here, though, and Brisbane is in a desperate situation. Also, there's off-the-field turmoil. It's one of those situations where the GM's fighting with the owner and this and that. So the GM's fighting with the owner. The team is in free fall. Now they're a home dog, and they need that game like this. And the question is, are they going to bounce back here or not? Also, go ahead.
Kyle Jack says, I'm on over 41.5. Let me also say that Glenn Kelly says, I agree on the overs.
Yes.
Over 41 and leaning on the Rabbitohs -2.5, but think this game is going to be tough and close. Hard to call what team will take it. Broncos really need the win, but they tend to lose in these spots.
Yeah, this is tough because the Broncos have their defense has completely fallen off the table or whatever it is. They've given up a ton of points recently. Now they're back home though, and South Sydney is off a tough game. They're off a tough, low-scoring loss against one of the top teams in the league. They also have a bunch of injuries that they're being beset with. And I'm thinking that at first I was leaning over, and then I started to lean Brisbane as well. The over is a little bit of a no-brainer play because Brisbane their defense has just completely collapsed. Right.
Glenn Kelly says, spot on, Pete. Mm-hmm. Trouble in Brisbane. Jason Campbell says, love the spot Brisbane are in tonight. Even though South Sydney get their inspirational skipper, they lose their fullback.
Yes.
Brisbane have had a lot of outside pressure this week.
Yes. I'm going to take Brisbane, an official pick. I just have to decide whether I want to take a money line at +115 or +2.5 at -120. Money line +115 or +2.5 at -120. This could be a close game. I'm going to take +2.5 -120. So I am throwing that one on there. I'm going to take Brisbane over the South Sydney Rabbitohs +2.5 at -120. Probably a little bit more value with the +115 on the money line because I think that Brisbane either does get a win here or they shit the bed again and get blown out. And I would be leaning over as well. But again, you just don't. South Sydney's last game went under. Brisbane doesn't always. They've had two recency bias. You know what this is, right, Jim? They've had two horrible defensive games in a row. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's likely to happen again here. I'm not really wanting to be contrarian enough to take a shot with the under. So I'm just gonna stick with the side here. Brisbane Broncos +2.5 -120, and I almost took the money line instead at +115. Jimmy the Bag. Any comments coming in? I just want to see if Heritage might have a slightly better line there on this.
Jason Campbell says Brisbane just can't lose this game.
Yeah.
If they do, they will open the door for the Tigers to make the top 8. Brisbane don't lose 3 in a row. Oldest and best coach in the game. They always win in this
All right,
spot.
I'm glad that I checked Heritage because Heritage has Brisbane +3.5 -130, so we're definitely throwing that one on. Brisbane +3.5 -130. That's going to be my official pick, unless I check Bet365, and maybe Bet365 will have Brisbane +4.5. Who the hell knows what Bet365 will have here? Let me just funny shit coming in.
Michael Evelina making me laugh. We can't wait to see you in Vegas, my man. Not applicable with you on the Brisbane line.
Yeah. So Larry, you really don't have the other?
Jesus Christ,
God,
Larry.
18-10 or something like that. All
Larry,
my rugby picks are in that graphic.
Get your shit together, Larry.
Does it exist? We'll be able to put it in tomorrow? Okay, thank you very much, Larry, lucrative Larry, nodding, aggressively nodding. All right, I'm just going to quickly check Bet365. Jim, shout out any comments that are coming in, and then we will get to to the wrap up of the show. Any final comments that you want to shout out here?
Yes, Underdog says, Pete, can you please say Rabbitoh's full name with the accent again?
I don't know. Oh, South Sydney Rabbitohs. No, that's not the accent. I like to pretend to be the ignorant American.
Okay, ISIS accountant.
Yeah, I'm really just Jim the bag. Everyone's trying to get me in trouble here. Get me all we need. The haters, my haters are like, all we need is one clip, one non-PC clip from Loshak. Bam, his career's over. And you're right. So you ain't gonna get it. Here we go. I'm not even gonna make fun of Australian accent. Nope, because that could be considered biased or prejudiced as well. So nope, I'm not even gonna make fun of the Australian accent. You're not gonna try to get me fired with that either. Brisbane plus 3.5 minus 130. That's the current line at Heritage, and that is my official pick for the rugby game that goes tomorrow.
I like it.
All right. On that note, Jimmy the Bag, you want to introduce Larry? Should I introduce it? This is just a wacky segment every day.
Well, let's let not applicable introduce it. He says Larry.
Okay, Larry. Here he comes. Luke, how did his last pick do?
Poorly.
Okay. Larry coming off a loss. I don't know if Dan Rodrigo hates Larry as well, but if he does, he'll be happy to know that he's coming off a loss.
I'm coming off a fucking loss. Took it down the, how do you say, Mr. Jimmy's?
Prison pocket.
What's a prison?
Oh, we'll talk about it in Vegas.
It's fine. Into Europa League qualifyings. Taking Rosenborg or Cork City FC at minus 275. I'm also taking SC Braga over FC Soria Luhansk at minus 350. This gives me a 2-game parlay of minus 133 at Bet365.
Interesting.
All right, very nice. There you go. Lucrative Larry coming off a loss.
Get it, Larry.
Does Dan Rodrigo hate Lucrative Larry as much as Jimmy and I? My guess is probably yes. And we'll see. So he'll be happy to know that Lucrative Larry's struggling a little bit. How many losses in a row is that now?
He broke the streak, but it's been a
is he still up overall?
Up. He's up 1.84 units, something like that.
So this is a pivotal pick then for Larry.
This is a big play for Larry.
He's either going to be up 3 units tomorrow or close to even. We'll see. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern Time. Thanks so much.